Some of the men who I coach are leaders, providers, and great dads, but still they're secretly paying for sex. I'm Mary Knight, and after years as a high end escort and madam, I'm now retired. I'm now a coach and a wife, and I know exactly why this happens and how you can change it. So today I'm going to show you how to have more sex and finally feel truly desired at home, starting right now. Now, the painful pattern that I see is you're using money to escape the problem that you created at home by being a nice guy. And the transactional relationship with an escort is easy because the nice guy's performance works there, even when it fails in every other intimate relationship with women. And a sexless marriage can completely drain a man of his masculine vitality, right? There's no doubt about that. But this draining happens only because you've adapted this nice guy, people pleasing caretaker role. You've sacrificed your desires to keep the peace. And when you did that, you created a vacuum of leadership. And your wife, having nothing strong to lean on, instinctively pulls back, leaving both of you starving for connection. And here's why this happens. Because for women, sex drive is deeply linked to emotional safety, which often means feeling secure enough to relax into her feminine energy to open up to you. And when a man is constantly passive or looking for her guidance, this signals a lack of certainty to her, and it forces her to step into the lead, which feels like a chore and not a turn on, because she can't relax and desire a man that she feels like she has to lead. And this is such a huge topic that I dive into the differences between male and female sex drive. And I have a whole playlist dedicated to it called Female Sex Drive. And this is where I explain exactly how female sex drive works. Well, I see the painful result of this nice guy dynamic every single week in my coaching practice. And men tell me, basically, I'm a cash machine that occasionally gets maintenance once every few months. So naturally, they are checked out. And I had one client tell me recently, I get more intimacy from my dog. Dogs are always there to give us the unconditional love that we all need. But this feeling of being a resource and not a partner is why you're here. When you see an escort, you don't just feel alive again, you feel masculine. Because that escort interaction is the opposite of the nice guy trap you're in at home. Because escorts don't expect you to lead. They don't demand vulnerability. And they don't punish you for your desires. Instead, they offer a clear, yet temporary exchange. You pay and the transaction's complete. It gives you a safe, predictable situation to feel like a man, even if it's only for an hour. But here's the dark side. It's a slippery slope because of how easy it is. It's dangerous. It's very predictable. It asks for zero emotional energy from you. And if you have the cash, it's an instant fix. So think of it like this. It's emotional fast food. It can taste good in the moment, but it's not nutritious. It leaves you starved or like it's a warm blanket. You feel comfortable, but you never actually build strength or discipline to face the cold reality of dating and intimacy. And it allows a nice guy to stay exactly where he is. The nice guy gets to stay passive and avoid all the stuff that he actually needs: vulnerability, risk, and real personal growth. And eventually this easy transactional performance becomes your new normal for sex and intimacy. And that makes trying for real love, that messy, uncertain kind, makes it feel impossible, or it takes away the incentive for fixing what you have with your wife. And over time, you mistake the escort's performance, that warm touch, the genuine laugh, the feeling of being desired, her willingness to open for you. You mistake it for genuine affection, for a real connection. You confuse relief for romance. I know this because I was that professional. Good sex workers are incredible actresses. They read you deeply, what you want, what you fear, and you're mistaking performance for intimacy. She's just doing her job. She wasn't falling in love. The connection was professional, not personal. And if you're single and you're considering this path, don't. Because once you start, especially if you have the money, it's incredibly difficult to stop because it allows the nice guy to avoid risk and vulnerability that is required for real dating and growth. And if you recognize yourself in this description, this nice guy description, please know that you're not alone. The nice guy is a persona that you adopted to cope. It's not the real you. And the first step to freedom is identifying the pattern. So take the quiz. Are you too nice to turn her on? And it will show you the pattern that's holding you back. And that is the first step to freedom, is understanding what is going on, what is driving these behaviors. Where the deepest conflict lies for most of the men that I coach. Integrity. They list integrity as one of their highest values, yet they're living a secret life that threatens their family and their future. Seeing escorts is a risky game. It's like alcohol. Yeah, sure, alcohol works great for a while, but then the consequences catch up. A secret life is a symptom of something deeper. And what's going on, I think, for a lot of men, there's this underlying grief. And I think what you're really grieving is the loss of intimacy, the loss of the authentic man that you used to be, the man who wasn't the people pleaser, the caretaker, or the martyr. And you're grieving the gap between the man that you value and the man that you're currently being. So the ultimate goal here isn't to stop seeing escorts. It's to close that integrity gap. And that shift starts now. You need better tools. Tools that let you live out in the open, in integrity, in alignment with who you truly are. And this transformation requires reclaiming your masculine frame, right? That's your structure, your presence, and that edge. That is your gift to the world. And think of it this way. Masculine energy sets boundaries, and the feminine energy can safely flourish, unfurl inside of them. And when you don't lead, that whole dynamic collapses. For some of you, the solution is immediate. Start acknowledging to yourself and others, what is it that you really want from your life? What do you want your life to look like for yourself personally, and for you and your wife in your marriage, or you and your girlfriend, or for you and women going forward? What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of man do you want to be? And so many of you have not really given that a whole lot of thought. And so if you don't know, you can never lead a woman into that. You don't have anything to invite a woman into. So it's vital that you understand yourself and you're honest with yourself about what you want and how you want your life to look, including the sex part of your life. And then openly, honestly sharing that with the woman that you love. So what I'm saying here is stop that nice guy performance. Now, for others, you need a full guided reset. Either way, you have to stop doing the thing that makes you feel small. And if you're serious about healing and connection and growth, I'm here to help. There's some tools for you to reclaim your power and your integrity. You can start with my book, if you haven't already, Turn Nice into Sexy. It's just $8, and it teaches you the fundamental steps to shifting your energy, getting out of your head, and getting into your body where your masculine energy lives. I have my course, The Polarity Code. It is a deep dive course into mastering the masculine and feminine dynamic and reclaiming your leadership and sexual polarity in your relationship. Right now, I have it on sale. It is through Christmas. It is like 44% off. It is a bargain at twice the price. So you're going to want to go and get that before that sale ends. The coupon code for that is in my show notes. Now, if you want personalized one-on-one help and you want support right now, immediately getting out of that nice guy trap, book a paid consultation with me. All the links for that are in the description. And so if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, why not? It's fast, it's fun, it's easy, it's free, and you just might learn something. As always, thank you so much for being here and listening. It's my honor, and bye for now.